Rodrigo lines up a shot, and it's found its way in. There's still time for City. A late goal from Rodrigo. He strikes with some urgency. It's too powerful for Krul to keep out. Silva. Flicked in with class by Angelino. It comes back out to David Silva. Sells a dummy to the defence. And that is a rocket from Rodrigo! 3-0. The keeper gets a hand to it, but there was no keeping that out. Rodrigo blasts in goal number 3 for City. He's made a habit of this since joining City in the summer. Here comes the follow-up corner. It's found its way across the line. De Bruyne's delivery, Rodrigo's header. 1-0 to City. After several attempts from open play, it's a set piece that opens the scoring. Moving at the near post. Laporte was rushing in there to try and get a touch, but it finds its way across the line. Swing it towards the penalty spot, and it's headed in by Rodrigo. That's 2 for Manchester City. A fantastic header down from Rodrigo, giving the goalkeeper no chance. The defender was touched tight, but Wilbert could not prevent Rodrigo. Rodri going to take a long run up here. It will be a first career penalty for Rodri, and he dispatches it low. Hugo Lloris gets the touch to it but can't keep it out. It is Rodri who scores from his first attempt. Manchester City take the lead.
Goal for City scored by number 16, Rodri.
This one's come out to Gundogan. He does well there to get there ahead of Douglas Luiz. Left for the delivery from Bernardo Silva, headed into the net by Rodri. Just in front of the goalkeeper, Rodri puts City in front. That glancing header from the Super Spaniard. And for the first time in the game, City lead the way. It's no less than they deserve. Bernardo Silva clipping one in. Now with his back to goal, Rodri finds the net. It's a full-on siege to start the second half from Manchester City. And this one finds its way in. Struck low from Rodri, who joins in the party. Arsenal players as still as the statues outside the Etihad, as Rodri drills a low shot into the net. City 4, Arsenal 0. A goal almost immediately after the restart, and you can't say it has not been coming. Manchester City have won their last 7 Premier League matches against Everton. They're ahead in this one. And this one, oh, a rocket from Rodri. 2-0 from an unstoppable strike. Rodri with the powerful hit from outside the area. It's a classic Rodri goal. His second in the Premier League this term. Gets the second ball. It's a poor clearance, but it is a brilliant shot.
Corner floats run forward, Rodri on the move, holding wins his header, forward and scored! It's Rodri! It's right at the end and the Arsenal spirit is broken. And they couldn't get the ball away. Look at the celebration from the Manchester City midfielder. And deep into stoppage time, Manchester City lead.
Well, and it's Laporte in there as well. The shot that's deflected, it just arrives at his feet. It's ruthless, really. Rodri just prods it into the corner.
Kevin De Bruyne. Jesus to his right, and it almost crept through to Jesus. It has now. De Bruyne stayed down, and that will be a huge concern for Manchester City. This is Gabriel Jesus. City playing on. It's Rodri who stepped forward here. A bolt from the blue. A rocket from Rodri, and Manchester City flex their muscles again.
Well, there was actually some of the City players wanting the ball to be kicked out so that De Bruyne could get some treatment. This is the way to bring the play to an end. And what a strike!
Laporte and Ake. Diaz in there as well. Outswinger from Foden, and it's a lovely glancing header from Rodri. The set pieces pay off. He's having his best goal-scoring season. Normally a defensive midfield player, but he's got the height and he's got the nose for goal. He scored a cracker from outside the box last weekend, and he's got the killer touch here to this free kick taken by Foden.
Kenny B sets up the cross in, and it's headed in at the near post. Rodri with goal number 3 for Manchester City. A solid finish from Rodri off Kevin De Bruyne's corner. City further extend their advantage, and it's courtesy of Rodri, who's found some goal-scoring form as of late.
De Bruyne. Zinchenko. For Rodri! Oh! Placed to perfection! It's Rodri for Manchester City! And it's 2-2 in the blink of an eye at the Etihad.
Honestly, this gantry's shaking, it's bouncing up and down. And Rodri, he goes for care, he goes for the side foot, he goes for accuracy. And he puts it in that bottom corner. What a Premier League season this is.
Kevin De Bruyne gets across the halfway line, keeps the sprint going. He's got Haaland in there with him, acting as a decoy. Rodri plays to Mahrez, it ricochets back, and finally Rodri turns it across the line. Manchester City, who have been knocking and knocking and knocking on the door at Ellen Road, finally take the lead, and they do so in the closing moments of the first half. Haaland runs the show in the middle, draws 2 defenders to him. It's Mahrez with the initial strike. It's back into the path of Rodri, and the midfielder who had followed play upfield finishes off into an almost empty net. He's going to be taken by Riyad Mahrez rather than Kevin De Bruyne. KDB is waiting on the edge of the D. Ball comes out, well headed towards goal by Rodri. Emi Martinez can only push it into his own net. And City take the lead after just 4 minutes. It's Rodri with the goal. An ideal start for Manchester City, their first opportunity of the game. They go 1-0 to the good, courtesy of Rodri.
Stones
in the middle third, but now just in the final third. On it goes to Bernardo Silva, on to Rodri on the edge of the area. Rodri, maybe a shooting chance, tries it, scores! Rodri with an absolute peach, a bending left foot shot into the corner of the net. First blood City, City 1, Bayern 0, a Rodri raspa!
It's breathtaking finish on his left foot, bent in the far corner. Once he steps inside, the finish is just incredible. With his left foot, it's just that little pocket there. Once he steps past that, it's just technically so good. What a wonderful finish.
Foden. Several players were queuing up, but possession is the key factor for Manchester City. Akanji in the first half had struck from there. This time around, plays to Bernardo Silva. It's come loose and fired into the net by Rodri. Manchester City take the lead at the Champions League final, and it's Rodri who blasts the ball home for the most important of goals. Akanji was so clever. In the first half, he'd struck from that distance. In the second, he eyes up the pass. It's cut back as Rodri belts the ball into the net.
As Foden delivers, and there's a bit of a tangle, and Ake almost gets there, and Rodri does! Well, I've been singing his praises since the very start of the game. He has an assist, now he has a goal. He's been absolutely outstanding today, and I think maybe in that moment he's probably cemented the Man of the Match award. And Walker keeps it on the far, chance to deliver again. Walker looking up, onto Foden, and then hit by Rodri, and City retake the lead. Rodri, left foot drive into the roof of the net. Sheffield United had barely enjoyed the celebrations. Larouci thought it was going out. Walker has atoned, I guess, for his error. He kept it in play, he looked up, onto Foden. Foden miscontrolled it, and then Rodri thumped it into the roof of the net on his weaker, in inverted commas, left foot, and it was beyond Foderingham, and City lead 2-1. On it goes to Rodri. Rodri just outside the penalty area. Trays a little shot. Oh, that is beautiful. What a goal that is from Rodri. He just mazed his way into the edge of the penalty area and then caressed it. He didn't smack it, he caressed it.
That's his trademark finish, Rodri. Such a cool finish, and like you say, he just passes the ball into the net. You just felt something was coming, so many touches in the opposition penalty box. When it did come, it was a fantastic finish from Rodri, a joy to watch.
Foden steps in, Kovacic, Haaland, Kovacic, little shot blocked. On it goes, Rodri strikes it, deflection into the back of the net.
Brilliant. Who else is going to arrive? Who else is anticipating the play as it's building, that something might drop? Forget the deflection. It's the momentum of Rodri. It's then this shot, the quality to get the pace on the ball, and then, all right, a bit fortuitous, but take nothing away from Rodri.
And now forward comes Rodri. Rodri to the edge of the area. Rodri hits the shot in the corner. That is a sensational goal by Rodri. He skipped over a couple of challenges, got to the edge of the area, and you know what he's like in those positions. He doesn't smash it into the net. He passes it into the net, and he has just scored the opening goal. It is already his 5th goal of the season, his 4th in the Premier League. He only got 4 goals in total last season. Now the ball is down the line, and Foden scampering away. He's in towards the penalty area. He's now looking for an option. Little step over, finds Rodri on the edge of the area, and City lead by 3-0. Phil Foden down the right side, got to the edge of the area, looked up, squared it to Rodri, and Rodri almost passed it into the corner. He scored at Turf Moor on the opening day of the season. He scored today. Bernardo Silva scoops in a cross. Haaland won't reach it. And then Walker hits it, it's blocked. And then Rodri hits it! 1-1! Rodri! Eventually, Chelsea's dam breaks, and Rodri finds the equaliser.
Brilliant strike.
Brilliant strike. It's the first time that something's fallen for us, Ali. We must have had 15 opportunities this half where nothing has fallen for us.
Kanji now, midway inside the Villa half, plays it to Foden. Foden onto Doku. Doku can maybe dink a low ball in, and it's turned into the back of the net beautifully by Rodri. Well, City have been absolutely rampant in the opening few minutes here. The Blues have been opening up Villa, and through Rodri they take the lead, and Rodri has this wonderful record against Aston Villa. It's the 5th time he's scored against them. Against no team has he scored more, and he's put the Blues in front. Ball with Walker, now De Bruyne on the edge of the area. De Bruyne helps it on. Back to Bernardo, hit by Rodri! City 3, West Ham 1. The man whose goal completed the treble has just given City a 3-1 lead. He scored that goal against Aston Villa to make it 2-2 2 years ago. He has a habit of scoring precious goals for the club, and he may well have scored yet another one. Rodri, about 30 metres from goal, just getting forward, plays it to Semenyo. Semenyo tries the shot, it was blocked. Rodri tries the shot, and it's in! Rodri scores his first goal since that lengthy injury. The injury worries that have been, well, dogging him ever since he came back last summer, they're just beginning to dissipate. Welcome back, Rodri. It's 2-0 City. Comes the delivery now, and the header's in. City back in front. Rodri's header powered into the back of the net. It's Rodri's first Premier League goal since May of 2024, and the Blues were level only for a few minutes. Rodri gives them the lead.